Alright, what is up, homies? It's your boy, Stan 1986 here. And today, we're taking a look at a dude that really nobody cared about until, Earthrise announced they're going to drop a Snapdragon. And yes, I just said the name by accident. It's Snapdragon. I'm going to try doing this review in one take today, so if I mess up a little bit, please excuse me. So, let's take a look at Snapdragon really quick. Let me move my light. There we go. You can see a lot of molded in detail on the chest, legs. Let me get a pointer to actually point that stuff. I'm going to use Generations Warpath's missile. You can see a lot of molded in detail, legs, arms, torso, everywhere pretty much. And that's one thing Siege and like War for Cybertron in general is just really good at. It's just having a bunch of molded in detail. But the problem is that the molded in detail, you really just kind of gloss over it because it's never painted, which does kind of suck. But it is what it is, video. Oh, I said it is what it is again. Everyone, like, play a game. Watch this review and watch my last review, and take a shot every time I said it is what it is, or I promise you'll be piss drunk by the time you're done. So let's take a look at his accessories really quick. They're wedged in there pretty tight, and he fell. Excuse me. So his guns are pretty cool. I like how they look. There's a lot of gaps in there, but it doesn't really bother me that much. The purple they use looks nice. And the barrels can support whichever siege blast effect and stuff, so that's cool. And let's take a look at his headmaster homie. His name is Crunk. Let me unfold him. He looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of headmasters. I find the port to the connection to the regular robot is just kind of weird, but I think he looks pretty good. He has the dinosaur teeth on the bottom. It's a spoiler for his dino mode. He has these bits on his arms, which I don't really know what purpose they serve, but whatever. So let me fold him back up. And I dropped him, that's cool. So this guy is very solid. Like, watch this. He does not wiggle around when you just shake him like that. Unless you shake him really hard, but I mean, he's a very solid figure. He has a nice heft to him, which you don't get in figures a lot more anymore. And his plastic quality is also pretty great. I like how he feels. Like, he's not my favorite figure, but I love holding him, if that makes any sense. Articulation wise, his arms can do a 360. They do get caught by this fin here, so you just gotta move that out of the way. No articulation in the hands, because as you can see here, I started again, oops. There's a thruster, so of course he doesn't have any articulation there. Arms can go out this much. I was gonna say out this far, but I know another review goes out this far, back this far. I don't know which reviewer that was, but actually when you flip his arm out, there's some little detail in there, which is actually pretty cool. I like that they did that, because it just gets totally hidden, but I like that's a thing. 360 in the waist, the head, regular 360, you can look up and down a bit, just a basic headmaster port. Legs go out this much, back only this much. Well, it's almost the same, but it does get a bit hindered by his backpack. And speaking of the backpack, it's really not that obtrusive at all. Like, I think it looks pretty good. It's barely a backpack to begin with. Legs can go do a tiny bit over 90, maybe like 90.2 degrees. Great spread. He can do over 180 degrees if I can get the angle right and not make him look very uncomfortable. There we go, just above 180 degrees in the legs. He has ankle articulation, 90 degrees of ankle articulation, which is pretty good. I'm not really sure if this counts, but for transformation, his feet can swivel upwards, which is cool, I guess, if you want to pose him like that. But yeah, that's about as much as I can say about Snapdragon and his robot mode. So let's transform him to jet mode first. So take out Crunk. No, not Crunk. Shout out to my boy Crunk, though. Flip the feet up, flip the back of this jet cockpit up, and it's on a double hinge here. So just hinge it all the way outwards like this. There we go. And now fold these legs inward. As you can see, the knees kind of are here, so you just make them extend like that. Not extend, kind of just bend. And just tab this whole cockpit together. Okay, so now that you have that, as you can see, when you untab this backpack, and that brings the whole arms, like the whole assembly with it. But as you can see here, there's some tabs on the inside. Let me try to get close. There's tabs here and here, which are gonna tab into right here and right here. So first of all, what you wanna do is take the arms on the joint here. So you wanna take this joint and swivel it up so it'll tab in up here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So there, you heard that click. There, that's tabbed in. And then flip this whole part backward, forwards, and tab it in. Then flip his arms backwards. And the outside of his arms have this slot, which is gonna tab in right here. So just rotate it and tab it in. Oh, make sure you're not untabbed there. Tab this part in and flip his wings out. Tab in, rotate, tab in, wings, and there you go. That's pretty much it. His jet mode looks pretty immaculate. I like this mode a lot. It's probably my favorite of all three, excuse me. It looks, you know, very sleek, very Cybertronian. I like the thrusters on the back. There's still the hands. The hands are actually pretty dope because, as you can see, they also turn to the dinosaur feet. We'll go over that later. A lot more detail shows itself up here, you know, on the wings, on the whole body of the plane. You can see the dinosaur arms here, which is like this whole back area just doesn't look the best, but it's really not the worst, if you know what I mean. He has landing gear actually, well, a singular one, but you pull these wheels out, this wheel out, excuse me, and he can stand pretty well. I think that's a pretty cool feature. But you can also open this cockpit, and our headmaster boy Krunk can go in there. Just fold his legs outwards and just stick him right in there. Ooh. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. We can get him in there. Fold that up and have him piloting the plane. And you know, these guns, there's several ports all over. You can put them up here. You can put them here, 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 here. You know, you can put them wherever you want. All right, so now to get them to Dino mode. First thing we're gonna do, take out Krunk, put him to the side, close this back up. We wanna flip this outwards like that. Next thing we wanna do is untab these arms and just leave them here for now. Actually, just fold up the wings while you're at it too. Bend at the elbow for the dinosaur legs, flip out the dino's feet. 1 and 2. There you go. And now, this part I actually find pretty dope. Unfold this flap and use both your fingers and unfold the whole dinosaur head here, which I think is pretty cool. Did I say it already? I think I did. Unfold the dinosaur arms from here, fold this back up. Then you're gonna wanna untab this part and just leave it up for now. And bend the dinosaur whole tail backward. The whole cockpit becomes the tail, which is a pretty cool feature. And untab this chest part and drop it down, and you'll feel it tab into the dinosaur tail. And then with this, you're gonna take it and just tab it to the back part like you did in robot mode. So now we have him like this. Let's stand him up and let's get Krunk into his dinosaur configuration. You're just gonna basically put him like he's driving a car. Stick both of his arms out, if I can get it out. On a side note, I really want Earthrise Skylinks. He looks pretty awesome. All right, here we go. Fold his head a little bit up so it'll be easier. And you can see there's a Titan Master port in there. And you just gotta wedge him in there and put him in the port. I always find this bit a bit tricky for me. All right, while I'm doing this, I'd like to say thank you guys for 100+ subscribers already. I don't know how many likes we hit on the last video, but I think it's over 100 too, which is amazing. So thank you guys for that as well. That's pretty awesome. I did not expect this much, you know, this outpour of support and, you know, likes and stuff. Like, I want to do, like I said in the last video, I want to do YouTube for a while. I don't know why this thing's not going in, but I want to do YouTube for a while, and you guys made it a great experience so far. So really grateful for that. Thank you guys again. If I can get this thing in the head, we can continue the review, but I cannot. So, oh my god, bruh. And this is a one take too, so I'm not doing any more takes. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. Snapdragon in his dinosaur mode. And first thing you can tell right off the bat, he's wide. He's a wide boy. And you know, I don't really blame it because it's a Voyager figure and they had to put 3 modes. So I don't blame it at all. For what it is, it's a pretty good dinosaur mode. You know, the tail's a bit chunky, of course. He looks like, I forgot which Grimlock figure, but I think it was the War for Cybertron Voyager figure. His tail is very, very chunky. It becomes legs too, so that's interesting. This guy also looks pretty good with the Terracons, the Power of the Prime's Terracons, so that's pretty dope. His mouth, you know, can open up, put Krunk's arms up. Like I mentioned earlier, Krunk has those dinosaur teeth molded in, so he becomes a jaw, which I think this is a pretty awesome gimmick. I'm pretty sure some Ape Face had something like that, but I don't have Ape Face, so unfortunately I cannot, you know, speak on that. But let me zoom in. This is a nice head sculpt. Man, this arm needs to go up. There you go. This is a pretty interesting dinosaur sculpt. It gets the job done, you know what I mean? Now zoom out so it doesn't look stupid. Zoom out. There you go. In Dinosaur Mode, these arms can go up this far. They go down. They can fold up pretty much like they did before. There's a ball joint in the forearm. I'm not sure if this is forearm actually, but it's cut off here, so it only has like about 90 degrees. Legs have the same articulation as the arms did in Robot Mode. Tail can, you know, move up and down like that. And that's about it for his Dinosaur Mode, excuse me. He's, you know, not the best, but he pulls it off pretty well. I know, I think it looks pretty cool. Oh wow, we're at 11 minutes. All right, let's turn this back into Robot Mode. So we're gonna flip these feet up. I'm not gonna flip that out. Fold that up. Pop out Krunk. There we go. Fold that down. Fold the whole dinosaur. I like how, you know, the whole dinosaur head just folds into his chest. I think that's a pretty cool feature, like I mentioned before. We're gonna untab this part. Untab this part. I know here's where things do get a bit tricky. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So once you fold these aforementioned flaps up, there's little tabs on the end of the flaps. Let me zoom in. Let me get a pointer. You can see right here, there's these flaps, and they have to go in, they have to slot into this end of the chest. So you're gonna want to align them and then put the frontal, like, chest part up. So you just want to make sure you have them pretty much in position. Just get them focusing straight up. Get these arms. The arms are annoying because they get in the way. And then, see, I messed up already. So I'm going to fold that down. And you see I got them aligned in there. And just tab everything. Oh my god, there goes the camera, bro. Whoa. Chill, homie, chill. It's just a video. Damn. Alright, get everything tabbed together. Is this still zoomed out? It is still zoomed out, okay. Alright, camera stable again. So next we're going to take these parts, fold them up a little bit, split them, and then on the... Well, that hasn't happened before. We're learning something new today, guys. Where does this tab in? Oh. I'm gonna have to stop the review because I don't know what the hell just happened. Alright, I'll be right back, homies. Well, I'm back. I just discovered a breakage issue on my Snapdragon. This little port right here, I don't know if you can see that, it's broken. That's not good. And I don't really get that because I don't transform this figure a lot, like much at all. It's like my first time transforming it, probably like a week or so. So that's interesting. I put it back on, so, you know, I'm probably not going to touch it again. So yeah, the show still goes on. Rotate that up. Just do it carefully this time. Fix the legs. Rotate the arms out. Boom, boom. Stand them up. Move them back, and then fold up Krunk. I never really understood how Titan Masters work, or like Headmasters and stuff. Like, what about when the Headmaster is off? Does the body just like have its own mind? I don't really get that. There, put this guy in, and please be careful, guys. I don't really know how I broke mine. I'm not like harsh with this guy. I barely even touch him. But yeah, here we have Snapdragon back in his robot mode. And overall thoughts on this figure, I think he's a pretty good dude. I mean, he's not, you know, the most popular character. He's not the best figure, although he's pretty good, but he's not the best. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give the guy a 7 or 8. Like, I would recommend, like, if you really want him, go for him. But if you don't know who he is, you don't care about him, use your own discretion. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want it. Because he is not the very, you know, he's not an Apex figure. You know what I mean? He has the elbow problems. He has, you know, the 3 modes that aren't really well, the jet mode is awesome, but Dino mode isn't the best. Robot mode just looks bland. That's another thing about this figure. Him and A-Face look very bland. And it kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. Now that I have him, I want to get A-Face as well, because I want to have the two monster cons, have them, you know, together, complete the team. So yeah, you know, if you really want them, go for them. If you don't care for them, use your own discretion. But yeah, this has been One Shall. Let me get it on the face. This has been One Shall Stand 1986. Thank you guys for watching. You know, I'm really not sure what my camera cut out just now, but yeah, like I'm saying, use your discretion. Like if you don't care for them, you don't really need them, use your discretion. If you really want them, go for it. No one's stopping you. But yeah, this has been One Shall Stand 1986, dropping another review. So if you want to, leave a like, you know, subscribe, drop a comment. I love interacting with y'all. So I mean, if you want to, I'm not the type to, you know, be like, hey man, drop a like, leave a comment now. Like I'm not the type to do that. So if you want to, you want to. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I don't know if I said in my last clip before it cut out, but I collect other stuff. Like I collect Bionicle, I collect Halo Mega Constructs, I collect Star Wars Black Series figures. So if you guys want to see videos of those stuff, let me know. Like drop a, you know, comment, DM me on Insta, because I know a lot of you guys are from Insta, so you know, hit me with a DM, anything. I mean, I would love to go over like and look at more stuff and I collect, you know, kind of diversify the channel. I might just end up doing that. But if you guys want to see it, let me know. If you guys think I should just leave it Transformers related, I can do that too. I'm also thinking about posting stuff like toy hauls, custom reveals. I actually have a custom reveal coming up that I haven't revealed on Instagram officially yet, but I can, you know, show you guys how I did it. Well, not really how I did it, because I did it on TikTok, but hey, give my TikTok a follow too. I post pictures of where I take pictures. I mean, I post videos of where I take pictures, and I post videos of like work in progress, like updates on my customs and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the @ in the bio, the description as well. I'll also leave my Instagram. But yeah, I can do like custom reveals. I can, maybe one time I'll do like an actual YouTube video on how I did my customs. So, you know, if anyone's interested, they can just check that out. But yeah, that's about it for this whole video. So again, if I stuttered, I'm sorry. I have a problem with that. It's really weird and annoying. And if I messed up, again, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's been One Shall Stand 1986. Thank you guys for checking out my review. Peace out, homies. Hey, just want to let y'all know, if I call this guy A-Face, I know it was an accident. I get the two mixed up a lot. Let me focus on this guy's face. But yeah, I'm going through my old footage that I took maybe like yesterday. I realized I called this dude A-Face a lot inadvertently, and I was like, oh man, what if I did in my 1 take / 2 take / 3 take now, actually. Actually, no, it's more of 1 take with just 2 breaks, I guess. I don't know, but if I call this guy A-Face, I apologize. I'm a bit stressed out right now, you know. I had a long day and all that, so please bear with me. Alright, that's all for now. On to the blooper reel. But one day I want to... Oh, man. I just got the 20% battery notification. My phone's gonna die. That just ruined my whole segment of the video. So it's not very good either. Alright, to go over his articulation, he has 360 in the arms. That new subscriber, Isaiah Cook with it. Alright, Mr. Isaiah Cook with a chance. You know, I appreciate the sub, but I'm in the middle of a video right now. I'm just joking. It's alright. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. You got a shout out there, too, I guess. Well, I just ruined the segment. I gotta start this over. Oh, man. It is what it is.